I quit sugar for 90 days, and I genuinely didn't expect this. I wasn't expecting it to transform so many areas of my life. I don't feel as tired during the day. I don't need to take a nap after lunch anymore. I lost a lot of belly fat. I gained strength at the gym, but mostly I'm just feeling more alert during the day. But there's a reason why I quit sugar in the first place, right? So let's rewind to earlier this year. I hit a plateau at the gym. I just couldn't put on any more muscle. I couldn't lose any more fat. Even though I was strength training regularly, I was boxing, I was living relatively healthily. So whenever I get stuck with pretty much anything really, I go out and I find someone that's really good in that specific area and ask them for advice. So I did my research. I found the most qualified personal trainer I could find in the city. He's ridiculously qualified, trains celebrities, actors, that kind of thing. And in the first training session, we spent about 2 to 3 hours talking about my lifestyle and diet. Anyway, long story short, he mentioned that I consume way too much sugar. I ate so much fruit. I drank fruit juices every day. I ate yogurts every day. I thought that I was eating healthily, and I mean, fruit is good for you, but maybe eating 9, 10, 11 fruit a day, well, that is a lot of sugar. Straight away, he put me on a sugar-free diet with no carbohydrates, and I had to drink 3 liters of water a day, which was ironically the hardest part of the whole kind of diet. I had never done anything like that before, so I was super strict, and for the first 30 days, when I mean my diet was sugar and carb free, it really was. Within literally about 3 or 4 days, I started to notice the differences. Mainly I had more energy throughout the day and I felt less bloated after meals. That was quite a big one. However, pretty quickly, things started going downhill. I remember with day 6 and 7, my energy levels absolutely crashed. I mean, I was so exhausted. Literally, I couldn't even move, and that's no exaggeration. I don't really know what that was, whether it was my body kind of reacting badly, I don't know. But looking back, that was the only negative side effect I experienced, and that only lasted for like 1 or 2 days. I remember I was so tired that I missed a week of uploading videos on this YouTube channel, and that almost never happens. I can count on one hand how often I forget to miss a weekly video upload in 6 years of running this channel. And that's pretty impressive consistency, because being a content creator and uploading every single week for years is not easy. But this video sponsor, Epidemic Sounds, makes being a content creator that bit easier. So Epidemic Sounds is where I get my music from for this channel. The background music that you're listening to right now is from there. It's a great tool for video creators to soundtrack their videos without receiving copyright strikes or worrying about takedowns. It saves my video editors so much time because they don't have to search for ages to find decent royalty-free music. In fact, I had this discussion with them a couple of months ago now, actually. They tried a lot of different royalty-free music platforms, but Epidemic Sounds is the only subscription that they keep asking me to renew their subscription for. It is, from our experience anyway, the platform with the widest range of music, where all tracks are professionally produced by a really wide range of artists. So it saves them a lot of time because they can find music very easily. And one of my favorite features is that if you find a song that you like, you can click the Find Similar icon and it will throw up a list of songs that are similar. Again, it just makes finding music for my videos that much easier. So Epidemic Sounds have a personal plan which is ideal for content creators and a commercial plan for freelancers and businesses, and that's actually the plan that my team and I use. So if you want to check Epidemic Sounds out, you can get a 30-day free trial if you use my link in the description, and I really recommend you do try them out. I've tried a lot of royalty-free music platforms. Epidemic Sounds by far the best in my opinion. So back to my food journey over the last year or so. About 2 weeks into cutting sugar, this is where the magic kind of happened. In the second week, that's when I really started to feel the most improvements in my everyday life. So I started to feel much more energized. I stopped experiencing those kind of massive drops in energy in the afternoon. And I can't remember the last time that my energy levels have been this stable. So as a direct result, I'm more focused at work and my productivity has increased significantly. The second thing I noticed, the belly fat around my abs pretty much went in just 30-40 days, which I was really surprised about, and my strength at the gym gym was going up and up. So I was losing weight and getting stronger at the gym. It's also worth noticing that I didn't notice much when drinking 3 liters of water a day. I haven't noticed any positive or negative effects from this other than having to go to the toilet more often, but I know it's healthy to stay hydrated, and I'm living in quite a hot climate, so that's why I maintain that even though I'm not seeing any direct benefits. So what's the biggest thing that I've learned from quitting sugar for 90 days? I've learned that, honestly, I love sugar way too much. I really do have a sweet tooth, and so since cutting sugar completely for 90 days, I have since kind of introduced it back into my diet by about 20%. Right? Because if I'm going to keep this up long term, and I mean for years, then it needs to be easy, right? And completely cutting sugar out 100% is not easy at all, for me anyways. But cutting sugar by 80%, okay, that's a lot easier, and that's all I really care about is consistency. As long as I keep 80% of the benefits that I've been experiencing, then it's all good. It's the same with cutting carbohydrates out of my diet too. I've since added about 20% of carbs back into my diet completely for the sake of consistency and longevity. I see this as a lifestyle, not a short-term diet, and when I add sugar and carbs back into my diet by 20%, that's actually super easy to maintain long-term, exactly how it should be. Also, I do have to mention that I am not recommending you to completely quit sugar or carbs. I'm not a dietitian, I'm not a nutritionist, I'm just kind of reporting back the results that I've been seeing for myself. Everyone's body will obviously react differently. Although saying that, I think I can safely say that if you do want to make some immediate changes with your diet, cutting out or at least significantly decreasing sugar, so not cutting out but decreasing it from your diet and drinking 2 to 3 liters of water a day, and maybe even slightly cutting carbs a little bit, could be a good start. Quitting sugar and just cleaning up my kind of diet in general is probably I would say the second best decision I've made in terms of improving my overall health. The best decision I've made though is learning how to fix my sleeping pattern, meaning learning how to wake up early and not feel tired. In fact, I recently uploaded a video titled I woke up at 4:45 a.m. for 906 days, going through the steps that I took. You can click on the card on the screen to watch that. Alternatively, I made another video called Train Yourself to Learn Like Einstein. That video is popping off right now. Again, you can click on the card on the screen to watch that.